here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is this little vignette here that sits in my living room. And as you can see, it sits right next to my foyer here. And I had a bunch of stuff sitting over here in this corner, and it was just driving me crazy. I can see this when I'm sitting in the family room in the evening, and I just had way too much stuff up on top of the table and down here below. So I'm going to be tweaking this a little bit. Since I got this little table in my foyer, I feel like I need to take this down a notch. This used to be, you know, decorated a lot more heavily and with a lot more stuff, a lot more tchotchkes and that whatnot. And I just don't need all of that on the table and this table right here. Yet I love this table, and I love above this table, you know, the picture that Stacy made me for Christmas. And the scrolly piece above it, this little spot on this wall is lovely, and I love it. But I don't, sorry, I'm having camera issues today, but I don't need it to be so busy. So I'm going to, I've already kind of taken it down a notch on the table, and as you can see, I'm going to be using my brand new Jim Shore Angel that I got for a gift. And she's gonna, you know, take center stage up there with a couple of candlesticks, and I'll go through that in a minute here. But also, as you can see in this corner, I have like a stool sitting there in the corner, just snugged up in the corner, and then I got that scrolly piece. It's in kind of a picture frame, and I got that from Hobby Lobby at the beginning of spring last year. And then I just attached a little wreath to the top, little greenery wreath right to the top of it. And remember that, I am so sorry. I don't know why I can't tighten up my phone here. Sorry. I've got my big tripod. Remember that leaf little canvas bag that I bought? I hauled it last week. I was going to use that here, and I was going to put the pillow in it, and I was going to, you know, take a towel and have that hanging out of it, and I was just going to find a bunny, and I was going to put that in it too, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to hold myself back a little bit. So instead, I think, let me scooch out of the way here a little bit. Instead, I think I'm just going to take this pillow, do something with that in a second. This pretty pillow that I bought when I was at home there in Nashville, and I think I'm just going to set it right up on this stool. I'm going to pull it out a little bit, see if I can give myself a little bit more room for the pillow, because it's a pretty big pillow. It's like a 20-inch pillow. Now realize the Uncle Sam is going to go away. That's going to go away. So all you'll see is just the side of the table, and I think this will be fine. And this will bring a little bit of that pretty blue into here. And I'm not going to put anything that I know of right now down in front of it. I did have this cherry blossom tree sitting up on that bed. It was just too much. It was too much just right around the corner from this. So the other thing that I want to try to do here is, I don't want to put I have my big lantern. Let me turn you here. I've got my big lantern there, see? And I really, let me put you down. There we go. I really love this lantern, y'all. And I don't want to put it away. So, and I really love this cherry blossom tree, and I don't want to put it away. So, what have I come up with? I'm going to put the cherry blossom tree inside the lantern. We'll see if this works. I thought I would put this bird in there with it too, but I don't think that's going to work. It may. I wanted to see where if we could see her face in there. Let me see how low she'd go. Oh. No, see, you can't see her face. So I think I will set her on the floor outside of this lantern. So let me get her out of the way for a second. And let me unplug these cherry blossom lights for just a second, and I need to kind of weave this light string around. These are LED lights. This does not get hot in any way, shape, or form. Also, I have control of when this turns on and when it turns off. Each evening I have that one remote that I use that turns on all of my decorative lighting. So there's no fire worry as far as this goes, as far as this being inside of the lantern. There's no worry with that because I'm going to be sitting looking at it, and I talked to Chris about it, and he said, no, that'll work fine. This stays really cool. There's no fire hazard with this. So just in case anybody had that thought, I wanted to assure you that that is not a worry. But it does come with this big transformer thing, which that's the only thing. I'm going to have to see if I can camouflage these, some of these wires a little bit. They're kind of like everywhere you look. Anyway, let's see if I can get this. I kept losing a bunch of these little things, and I don't know. Let me see if I can find, here some right here. These the little floralettes go on the little lights. And they don't want to stay on there very well. I've had this thing for a long time. All right, you know what? I think it would be smarter of me to go ahead and put it down in the lantern. I'm gonna take my shoes off, y'all. Driving me crazy. All right, let's see if I can get this puppy in here. Go. Let me see if I can arrange some of these to be pointing out. Can y'all see? Yeah, I think that's going to look all right. Oops. These are very bendable stems. I'm just trying to point them. Cord out of the way here. Sits in there perfectly. I love it. Doesn't blink. It doesn't do anything crazy like that. It's just going to be lit up inside of there. Remember that lady that one time that says, I can't see anything because of the back of your head, Arlen? Yeah. It happens sometimes. All right. There we go. I think that'll work out. And I still have some of these, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to worry about them. I'm going to put them down there so I don't lose them. I'm just going to put them in the bottom. Now, in the top of this, I used to have fairy lights, so I'm not going to light those. They're still up there. I've just rolled them up and put them in the top there. I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm going to go ahead and shut this. It looks pretty. Move this right back here. And that will be just about it, other than this bird. I think I'm gonna sit in here. But can I leave well enough alone? Probably not. Since I have a little greenery here, I think I might want some greenery over here. And a little bow. Not a big bow, not a huge in-your-face bow, but a little bow to go with this. So I think I'm just going to put back on what I had on for spring, which was this. I think I'm just going to hang it off the side and then make a very kind of, maybe a little funky bow, or a, well, let me think what kind of bow I want for there. Not a big one. So let me get this tied on here. Well, I'm going to need a bow up here because there's just no way to tie this on in a pretty way. So, I'm glad I decided to make a bow. And I have some ribbon here of this little loop here. And we're going to make a bow to put right there. I already had some blue. Okay, I've got me a pipe cleaner. And I've just got some polka dotted blue with polka dots, cream polka dots. So, how about, since I did a little tiered bow over here, why don't I do a tiered bow right here? I think that'll be pretty. So, let's do a little bow tutorial. Not that we need 2 tiered bow tutorials in 2 days, but that's what we're gonna get. So that's okay. Okay, I pulled it out. Let's do, again, a three loop, probably 3-tailed bow. So we get to the end. I pulled out a bunch, and here's my pipe cleaner. I've got it all ready to go. I fold, make 1 loop that way, and then I come back down this way and I make another loop coming up, and I picture about how big I want those first 2 loops to be. And I make sure to overlap that ribbon so that when I go to pinch it together, I'm going to catch that ribbon, and when I go to fluff it, then it won't come apart. So then you take, this ribbon is one side of ribbon. Boy, we are on the wrong side of right here, so hang on a minute. Let me pull you guys this way. Much easier this way for me to show you. Okay, so there we go. So this is 2-sided ribbon, and this is the way it came out. So I want to twist this ribbon to the right side, and I'm going to twist it right around my forefinger, and I'm going to make the center loop of this bow. And I'm going to pinch it together underneath, and there's our center loop. So then we're going to twist to bring the right side up, and we're going to come out this way and only make it about 1/2 inch longer than the loop before it, and catch it underneath and accordion it together underneath there. Then we're going to come back this side, and we're going to make sure that that right side is up, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make a loop, but it's not going to be any longer than about 1/2 inch longer than the one before it. And we're going to pinch it together underneath, and then twist, bring that right side up, 1 more on each side, again just a little bit longer, hence making the tiered effect. And you want to pinch that together and twist, bring that back outside this way, and again just about 1/2 inch longer, pinch it, catch it, twist, and we're going to make 1 big loop, long loop, and we're going to catch it on the backhand side and twist it under. See that? Twist it under and pinch it together. That's going to give us 1, 2, 3 loops. Go ahead and cut it off of the roll, and get your pipe cleaner and feed it through that loop, not through your thumb ring, like I said, go about halfway. Pull the bottom around the bottom and the top around the top. Use this hand as resistance. Get these fingers up as close as you can, and twist, 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 twist. So then, y'all know the drill. The next thing is the fluffing. And I don't care what kind of bow you're making, the most important part of any bow that you make is the fluffing. And I like to do my fluffing when I get the bow on whatever it is I'm going to put it on. So that's what I'm going to do here. Let me cut apart this. Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead and attach it right up here to hide all that business. Okay, just attach it with the pipe cleaner. There we go. And get it situated. And it's not a big bow, it's not an in-your-face bow, it's just a soft, pretty little blue bow. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these tails. I'm not measuring, I'm just cutting to where my eye is happy. This is a nice ribbon. Got this ribbon from, where did I get this? Craft Outlet? Yeah, craftoutlet.com is where I got the ribbon. It's a very nice ribbon, wired ribbon, holding its shape beautifully. There we go. I think that is going to be really super pretty. And I want to get my lantern pushed back here. I'm going to snug right under the table. And I think I might put the birdie over here. Kind of try to hide some of that business back there, all the cords, which will disappear, I'm sure, as we, you know, move back from it a little bit. Alrighty, you guys, I think that's it for this. And let me go through over the top of the table here and tell you what I did up there. Oh boy, I love that tree inside that lantern. That looks really cool. Alrighty. So let me pull you in here to the top of the table here. Okay, here we go. All right, as you can see, I used one of my placemats that I got from That. Then I got this little plate from, you see the top of it there? From At Home back last spring, and it is blue and white. Look at that, isn't that cute? And then I have my little praying angel girl, or pray girl, on there with a glue dot. I have her stuck on there, and I have blue succulents just very gently put in there with some of the blue thistle-y things. And honestly, this is how I had this for spring. I didn't really change that at all. I didn't add anything to it, didn't take anything away from it. That's exactly how I had it for spring, and that's the way I wanted to leave it. I did take off some family pictures that I had on here. I took away a little angel girl that I had that reminded me of my mom, which I can always put back. It's no big deal. I had these candlesticks from, I can't remember where I got these. Hang on. I don't have my glasses over here. At Home, I believe, you guys. I believe I got these At Home. And they're just a light blue, a soft light blue, just like in the pillow here. And then, of course, this is the beautiful angel that I hauled last week. Let me turn her on. She's got a beautiful blue light inside of her. And then this little blue bird, or little bird I got from Cracker Barrel. I left that as is. That's been like that for a while, the little mercury glass vase, and then of course another candlestick. And that's all I did. And then my mom's bridal Bible. That's my mom's bridal Bible that little candle light is sitting up on. That stays there all the time. So I think I did a good job. I did not over decorate this. All right, so I think that's it. We just got, I hear Chris walking in and out, in and out, in and out, and bless his heart, he's putting some food back in our new refrigerator. Yes, our new one. Our old refrigerator went kavlooey last week. I could not believe it. I could not believe it, you guys. It broke. And we went ahead, and Chris couldn't fix it. He was trying to fiddle around with it. He couldn't fix it and couldn't fix it. And then we ordered a new refrigerator from Home Depot, set up delivery for today, and he fixed the other refrigerator. So we went ahead and got the new refrigerator. Again, something not planned. Thankfully, we had the funds to pay for it. You know, these things, you know, you have your little slush fund, your little emergency fund. Thank goodness you do, because these things, you just never know when something's going to happen like this, you know. So I'll saunter out there and show you the new refrigerator once he stops going back in and out. We bought a Samsung, and it's got 2 doors, and then it's got like a crisper drawer and then a freezer drawer. It's really nice. It was like $1,000 off at Home Depot. It was nice. So we got a deal on it and didn't have to, well, we did pay a pretty penny for it, but it wasn't as much as we could have had to pay for it. So, but anyway, that's it for this one, you guys. And I'll take some, you know, some still shots and put it at the end of this so that you guys can see everything, because I'm sitting in the way and you really can't there. You can kind of see everything. I'm super happy with it. I think it looks pretty. And then with how it looks above it, I think, you know, when you see the whole thing, I think it'll be pretty. So, but anyway, I will walk in here and show you the new refrigerator, but let me tell you right now, while I'm sitting here looking at you, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope that all is well with everybody. And again, I know it's not okay with everybody, but for those of you who are struggling and suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And remember, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. All right, I'll be back and show you that refrigerator real quick. But for now, I'll just say until next time. I mean, I'll be right back, like after I say goodbye, and I'll show you the refrigerator, and then I'll show you, you know, a couple of still shots of this. Y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Okie dokie. Here's our new refrigerator. Isn't that pretty? Wow, aren't you excited? It's exciting. Well, it is actually for me to have one that works nice. It is a Samsung, like I said. And I can show you inside. There's my ranch dressing. We don't have a lot in here right now. We're still transferring stuff. But it's very nice. 2 doors here, and then water, cubed ice, and crushed ice here. And then down here is a crisping drawer, which is nice. Celery, carrots, tomatoes, and strawberries. And then here is the freezer drawer. So flounder, shrimp, broccoli. Continue to tell we're dieting, or at least eating right, you guys. But anyway, it slid right into our cabinetry there. We had to, of course, had to measure it pretty closely and make sure we got one the same size. So we're happy with it. It looks great. Anyway, that's our new refrigerator. And apparently that stainless steel is, what, fingerprint resistant, right, honey? Fingerprint resistant. So something like that. So we're hoping that that's the case. I haven't seen a fingerprint on it yet. We've had it all morning here, so fingers crossed. But anyway, let's walk in here and I'll show you there's Theum. Buddy. Hi, bud. Oh, I'm sleeping. You want your belly rub? What you doing, buds? What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's my nap time. You're a good boy. All right, here we go. And there we go. You can see it next to the foyer there. I think it looks great. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. Very happy with it. Very happy. And as I said, the Uncle Sam goes away after the 4th of July. So he's just sitting there to greet everybody and to say happy 4th of July. But once he goes, I think it'll be great. So, I love it. All right, that's it, you guys. Love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. And I'll catch you the next time. Bye-bye.